Hi, welcome to Ikate's Crossing. Right, tonight, let's have a look. What have we got? Got the Spanish Tarot, and of course I've got Echoes of Nature. So let's tonight. Oh, turn that off. Oops. Here we go. Let's start again, shall we? Hi, Lisa. How are you? How's it all going? Okay, let's have a look. What have I got? Approaching success. Even though there might have been some confusion going on, because it's about seeing the beauty of what's actually happening. So even though there is a sense of success coming, it's like we've dealt with all the confusion that's going on and we're seeing the beauty of the whole situation. So that's tonight's message from the Echoes of Nature. And wisdom is coming. Wisdom comes from within. So how's it all going, Lisa? Just back on for a short video tonight, short live. See how we go. So here we have the Spanish Tarot. Looks like we're going to be a bit delayed with the messages coming through. I've also got the so I've got the Spanish Tarot, the Tarot de Marseille, and the Echoes of Echoes of Nature Oracle. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a sense of, seems to be an opposition or an opposing energy going on in regards to the choices needing to be made. And here, oh, again, we've got some opposing energy in regards to the love. It's like there seems to be a yin and yang energy, so to speak, with the having some sort of balance in the relationship. And here we've got the Six, which is all about a sense of, again, we've got that opposition energy going on. So things may not quite happen the way you expect them to. It's maybe something a bit different, the opposition, the opposite type of energy coming in. So here we've got a lot of opposing with choices needing to be made in regards to maybe a relationship, trying to find that balance, so to speak. There's that real opposing energy coming in. And then you've got that thing that, yes, there might be success, but it might not be what you expect it to be. Feeling a lot of internal turmoil. Or with a lot going on, I suppose, with everything happening for you. Yep, there's a lot of, yeah, that's why I took some time off. I needed some time feeling a lot of that sort of energy and that around everywhere. Everybody's sort of feeling that internal turmoil with everything that's happening. Seems to be unsure energy. Needing some clarity. Oh, really? The guy that gave it to you took it back. The guy that gave you the house took it back. I feel very tired. Hi, Lady Blind Wolf. How are you? Oh my God, still not sorted out in that issue. Wow, sounds like there's a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, there's a lot of people that feel they can just do as they want. There's a lot of people taking advantage of people during this time, unfortunately. Makes it really hard. Makes it really hard in the situation too, because you sort of can't travel and can't go home, and you can't, you can't do what you need to do to. Things have really shifted for you in that way. Yeah, some people are so mean and so. Can I still talk it through, or is there something else coming? Let's have a look. Okay, we've got this wisdoms, knowledge, a lot of reflection going on, a lot of there seems to be a block to things feeling like they've achieved. It's definitely still a block there. There is something that still needs to end, an idea or a thought that still needs to end, because we've got the 10 of Swords here. So it's telling me that something, something's coming to a conclusion, but it's also a sense of coming to an end. And you've got the 6 of, so things should work out, but it may not work out the way you expect it to in regard. I think you're going to have to be a little bit creative in that energy. So it feels like, yeah, connecting to something you're overlooking. Yeah, okay. So you've got the Emperor, you've got the Hermit here, you've got the Hermit here, and you've got the World, but the World is blocked, is reversal. So in this case, it feels like you've got the knowledge that lies within you, but yet it's been blocked to being achieved in the way you want it. And it seems to be an end or a conclusion to an idea or a view, and it makes way for something new. And something may be achieved, but it may not be the way you expect it to be achieved. It'll be something a bit different than what you actually thought. Oh, so what just popped out? Yeah, there's definitely some blocks and things to the situation happening. It has to do with my guilt. Well, it is about perceptions. It can be about perceptions. Here you've got, yes, you've got to try and bring yourself back into alignment. Bring yourself back into feeling like you're able to attain it. It's like you've got this unconscious, something deep within you that's sort of blocking, it's sort of containing that situation. It's not allowing it to flow. So there's definitely a lot of blocks, physical blocks, but I feel like there's this, it's stopping you from actually being like you're in some sort of an alignment. So your question was about the old job. So I feel like you've got that perception is sort of blocking you. No, it's, this can also be a sense of not necessarily you physically needing to do anything. It's your mental perception. So if you could let go of that guilt, Eliza, if you could let go of that guilt, is your perception. It's what you're holding on to mentally. Well, it's definitely your own perception. It's something that you're going to have to work with on a much deeper level. Let's see what the animals. Well, this is definitely about lessons learning and changing direction. It's going to be quite a long journey through this. This is something that you have to work through mentally. So again, it's going back into the cutting the cords of attachment to the situation, allowing yourself to actually look down, look deep, and actually acknowledge the way you've been feeling and finding a way to release that energy. So that's something you're just going to have to work on personally for yourself. It's something you're going to have to meditate on, reflect, maybe look online and see if you can find some meditations that talk about releasing. There's a lot of meditations and things that you can do. No, internal. This is internal stuff. This is within yourself. This is not about physically going to Italy or anything like this. This is about you internal changes. This is the internal blocks. This is the stuff that you have to work through internally. So this is something that you have to work through. I think that's going to be very, very important for you to work through internally. Once you work through internally, then you're going to find that the world shifts and you're able to move ahead. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that it's just a very stressful time for a lot of people who are stuck in places that they don't really want to be in. I think it's very, very difficult situation for you, and I can understand that. There's a lot going on, and the only way is for you to, I know you feel like you've had a lack of support, and I understand that. For where you are physically, it's really hard. Unfortunately, it's so hard when you don't have that connection with people of like mind who can help be there for you. And it's so hard when you're in a foreign country as well. You're not actually in your hometown, which also makes it hard. You know, not being with your parents and not being a family. And I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. I understand exactly where you're coming from, Eliza. I understand it is such a difficult situation, really, for where you are. It's just you're frustrated with everything that's going on, and people are not being very friendly or very kind. You think people could give you a little bit of a break, really. But unfortunately, people are not. Oh, what just popped out? There's an understanding coming through with your health and that, which is really important as well. Needing to understand and realize how this affects your health physically as well. That's quite a big one. Oh, definitely there's choices to be made. Definitely choices enabling you to create some balance, a little bit of passion in your own life, which of course you don't feel you have at this time. So there's definitely a lot of no worries, Lady Blind Wolf. Yeah, it's about finding yourself back in balance again, which is super important. Allowing yourself to feel like you're back in equilibrium. You're back in that balance. Feel like you've got in an alignment again. Hi, Anna. Whoa. Seven of Swords. So you've got success coming out eventually, Lisa. Yes, Anna, a question. Don't forget, if you've donated, let me know. Other than that, just the proof readings. Yep, certainly, Anna. Just waiting for your question. Oh, okay, Eliza. Yeah, that makes it hard when a friend keeps waking you up. She wants to be in your face all the time. Ex-Pisces coming back soon. Whoa, we just stopped then. How much longer is our lockdown? Our lockdown, don't know at this stage. It says another week, but we'll find out next week whether yay or nay. I think it will be, even if we go into level 3, we'll still be in lockdown. So that could be another month. Anyway, Anna, is my ex-Pisces coming back soon? Okay, you got the 5 of Wands. 6. Queen of Spades. And Page of Discs, Page of Coins. Okay, so firstly, we look at the 5 of Wands. In this case, this is very much talking about a sense of success or victory. It talks about victory, but yet even though things may have seemed like they're on the right path, it may not be the way you expect it. No worries, Eliza. Take care. Wow. Okay, Anna, so your ex, I feel like, yes, there seems to be a victory in some sense. So it feels like things will happen, but it may not be the way you expect it. And it might be of a need to look at the truth of the situation. The Queen of Spades reminds us to nurture the truth, the facts. Okay, look at the facts of the situation. And you've got the Page of Coins here. And he's sort of this youthful, this energy that's coming in that seems to be sort of a bit haphazard about it. Doesn't seem to sort of like, yeah, you know, a bit waffly about it. But yet he has this, but once involved, he gives his full attention. So it may not be what you actually expect, but it feels like, yes, may come into the situation, but it may not be the way that you expect it to be. Okay, Anna? So yes, he may come in, but it may not be the way you expect it, because it's about you looking at nurturing the truth of the situation, okay? Looking at the truth of it. Looking at the facts. Be careful to not let your emotions get a hold of it. Allow yourself to stay factual, okay? Allow yourself to stay factual, Anna. So let's have a look at the Whoops, just dropped the animal. Aha, so it's a path less traveled. So like I said, it'll be something that'd be quite different. It won't be what you expect. Yeah. Okay, it might be important for you to have some time for reflection when you look at the truth of the situation. Okay, as you look at the truth of the situation, you might need to find yourself in solitude and to do some reflection, but it's also about listening. Allow yourself to take a deep breath and listen to to what's actually going on. Listen to within yourself, but also listen around you. Listen to the facts. Listen, don't let your emotions get a hold of you. Just allow yourself to be factual. That's going to be very important, Anna. Okay, so does that, I feel like, yes, it's a possibility. Yes, there's a victory, but it may not be as you expect emotionally. Okay, so don't let your emotions get hold of you too strongly. Allow yourself to stay factual, and know that even though he might seem a little bit haphazard about it all, might seem a bit carefree about it, once he's actually involved and sees things, I feel like things are going to move in the right direction, but it may not be as you expect. So it may be quite different because this is the path less traveled. So I feel like the path is going to be quite different. You are going to have to find yourself some time with solitude time, allowing yourself to reflect and think about what you really want. Okay, Anna, think about what you really want and listen to the facts. Like I said, don't let your emotions get the better of you. So hopefully that'll help, Anna. Islands having to do it until after. Wow. Yeah, we're not quite sure yet. We're moving from level 4, maybe down to level 3, and that could be a month or two. Don't know. Then we'll move down to level 2, and hopefully what our Prime Minister wants to do is not move it down to the next level until we completely got everything under control. So it's going to take some time. I know she's moving. She doesn't want to go, oh, yeah, do this and then have to keep going backwards and forwards between the levels, because it looks like there are some countries who thought they were clear, have now, of course, restarted. Oh, you're welcome, Anna. You're welcome. So, Lady Blind Wolf, I don't know when we'll be complete. I know that our Prime Minister wants to make sure that we're steady at each level as we go through. If anyone's interested in learning Tarot de Marseille or Spanish Tarot, there are some quite good books. I've just been working with this one, Predicting Your Future, which is by Julia and Derek Parker. Just a DK book. That's got some, it's got I Ching and runes and stuff in it as well. But that was I found that was quite a good book just to give you the basics for working with those decks. The other books that I've been delving into with this break has been Mindful Tarot by Lisa Frankel-Tishman. She does Mindful Tarot on YouTube. You want to go and listen to her channel. Absolutely brilliant. And the other book that I've been using quite a lot has been Holistic Tarot by Benabel Wen. Again, another great YouTube channel to go and have a listen to, and if you want to learn more about tarot and things like that. Absolutely brilliant. Couple of books there, if you're interested. So hi Angel Moon, how are you? I'm just going to sneeze. Sorry, I've got my nose. Oh, keeps clipping out. So just, it might be a bit funny. Oh, the incense up nose. Right. I know it might be a bit laggy with the, it might be lagging a little bit, might be buffering with the YouTube, but hopefully we'll get there. Certainly, Angelman. Hi, Bitten by Darkness, Bitten by Venom. How are you? Of course you can, Angel Moon. Oh, I've got sneezes with the incense in my nose. Oh, great, thank you. How are you? How's it all going? Love life in the next 3 months. What's, whoa, okay. Well, straight away you've got the Hermit here, and the Hermit is talking very much about a solitude, a lot of meditation, and a lot of reflection. In other words, what do you actually want in a relationship? What do you actually want? Here you've got this, oh, you've got a cold. Oh no, that's no good. Okay, 7 of Swords talks about a success with an idea. Once you've decided what you actually want in a relationship, what sort of person you'd like to bring into your life, okay, then you'll have then your perception, your idea, your plan will have success. But it's all about the way you choose to decide what you actually want in your life, and everything will come to a conclusion, like feel complete, a sense of your creative plan, your ideas, your adventure will start to come to a sense of completion. Okay, but it's all about you deciding what type of person do you actually want in your life, and being very clear about that as well, Angel Moon. You need to be very clear about the person that you want in your life. Here you've got a sense of victory here, victory in regards to relationships. You got the 5 of Cups here in the Spanish Tarot, and this is talking very much about a sense of victory in regards to the relationship. Feels like everything's sort of going to come together. There is going to be a sense of victory, but you have to decide in who you actually want in your life. What type of person do you actually want to bring in? And once you have that clear, then you're going to find yourself, everything sort of coming together. Okay, let's see what the animals have for you, the echoes of nature. Whoops. Okay, Echoes of Nature talks very much about self-care. It's about being it's about making sure you're taking care of your needs as well when you decide on the relationship that you actually want. So you need a relationship that's going to be very balanced. So again, you've got a lot of contemplation going on. Okay, this is talking about a lot of contemplation happening for you. Okay, so you've got to be able to contemplate, think about what type of relationship do you actually want, who do you actually want to bring into your life. Okay, once you're very clear about that, it's going to allow you to have a wealth of abundance, fruition, you know, those things coming into your life. You're going to feel like everything is going to be joyful, happy. It's going to feel like you've got all that abundance happening. Okay. So again, thinking about very carefully, Angel Moon, what's going to be super important to you is about who do you want to actually bring into your life. Because when we open ourselves up, we need to be very aware who we're actually bringing into our life in the next 3 months. So depending on where you are, what's happening for you regards to lockdown, or whether you're actually meeting anybody online or whatever you're doing, think very carefully about the people that you actually want to bring into your life. It is going to bring a sense of success to the situation. Okay, there is going to be success. You are going to bring someone into your life. Okay, whether it's long term or not, don't know. It is going to feel like things sort of coming together in an adventure. It is going to feel like there's an adventure that's coming together overall, and it does bring in the sense of victory again. So it feels like, yes, there's someone coming into your life, but what you do with it is totally up to you. Okay, Angel Moon. Don't forget, a lot of self-care, contemplation, and that's going to bring in the wealth of happiness for you. Oh, a bit of a cold. That's terrible. I'm lucky. I can walk out my back door and I've got limes. So I just grabbed some limes off the tree, put them in some hot water. A bit of raw sugar because I don't have any honey at the moment because honey is so expensive. It's crazy price for honey. It's like $7 or $8 for just a small jar of honey. Just ridiculous. So hopefully that's helped, Angel Moon. I hate it when you've got a cold. It makes everything miserable. I had a few days off. Just had like, I don't know how long I had, 5 or 6 days, 4 or 5 days, just me time. I've been watching Strike Back on TV series. Oh, it keeps blinking off. Had Strike Back. So just up to season 8. But because of the wind, the connection hasn't been that great. But fingers crossed. So yeah, I hope that sort of helped, Angel Moon. I know the chat's coming through quite slow. So hopefully. Oh my God, that keeps blinking off and on. So I'm not sure about how long this connection's going to last. Oh dear. Yeah, I've been actually, these last 4 or 5 days, I actually haven't been 100% because of my, I was quite unwell a few years ago. I was paralyzed down one side and every now and then still get a bit sore and a bit achy. So this weather doesn't help as we're starting to get into the cooler weather. That's why I took time off. You're welcome, Angel Moon. Self-care is going to be your big thing, and take care of you. Oh, I made a cup of tea and I forgot to take the tea bag out. Okay, it's going to be awfully strong. It's got fennel and licorice in it. It's going to be awfully strong. Let's see if I can put this into another cup. Pour in a bit of hot water. Woo. Did I put sugar in? I think so, yeah, I did. I can feel it. So this is a cup of tea I just made. This is really good. Digestive, but it's got with probiotics. But it's got fennel, lemon balm, chamomile. That's the herbal tea, Healtheries. Hi, Doogly Tube. So that's what I'm drinking at the moment. Just having a quick sip. Take my glasses up so they don't fog. Oh, that's a hit. With the licorice and the fennel. Woo! It's going to clear the sinuses. This would be good unless you've got, you have to be careful with allergies and things as well. And make sure what medications and that you're on as well. I'm not on any sort of major medications that would be affected by the herbal tea. You're welcome, Angel Moon. Hopefully that gave you some insight. So I'm not sure who else with Bitten by Darkness wanted a message. Oh, thanks, Googly. Oh, look, the subscribers that I have are all organic. I'm not worried too much. It'll happen when it happens. I'm not too stressed about it, Googly Chew. I just keep plodding along. It'll happen when it happens. It will happen. I just go with the flow. So I'm using the Spanish Tarot tonight with the Oracle, with the Echoes of Nature Oracle. Whoa, the World card. Yep, divine timing. Yeah, I just feel like everything will just go as it's supposed to. I don't stress too much. It'll happen. It's all good. So just doing more readings and just having a bit of a cruisy day. Just going to be on for a short time, just for an hour. I'm going to cut myself off in an hour because I feel like that's more than enough for me. I'm just not sure if anybody wants a reading or some guidance or what's going on or what's actually happening. If anyone has any questions or a deck they'd like to see more of, or they want to ask a question about a book or something else. Some suggestions or ideas of learning tarot or okay, what blessings are coming my way in love with my life partner? Okay, let's see what Spanish Tarot has to say. Okay, Googly Tube, what blessings? Okay, straight away, there are some obstacles. There are some challenges. There are some obstacles and challenges in regards to the adventure forward or the action needed to be taken. Okay, you've got the Hermit here, which talks about wisdom, talks about knowledge through reflection, through contemplation, through meditation. So because you might feel as though there's some blocks or some delays in moving ahead in regards to the action taken or action needed to be taken, okay, there might be some time for you to do some reflection. You know, what's holding you? I feel like there's something holding you back. Okay. Okay, here we've got a sense of there is success, but something needs to be completed first mentally. It's like an idea or a plan needs to be completed first before you actually have success in the way that you actually want. Okay, and so you've got this sense of a youthful energy coming in here. You've got this youthful energy coming in, and it's a sense of maybe being easily wounded by the words, maybe feeling a little shy or withdrawn about the situation, maybe quite not speaking up, not being confident in something going on. So it feels like something's sort of holding you back from receiving the full blessings in the way that you actually want them to be received. So something is, it's what? There's no 6. There's 8. 8 of Swords. So you got 4 of Wands, the Hermit. Okay, this is the 8 of Swords and the Page of Cups. Okay, so you've got the sense of this block coming in. Okay, this block in regards to the action taken. So you might need to do some contemplation, you might need to do some reflection, grab some, get some knowledge about what's actually holding you back from allowing yourself to have some success. Now, it seems like this is only going to be a partial success because it feels like something's got to be completed first. Something mentally has got to be completed. And this could be in relation to maybe feeling like you're withdrawn or not really speaking up about the situation. 4 of Wands is good. Not in the Spanish Tarot. The Spanish Tarot, this card talks about blocks. Okay? Talks about blocks. Talks about delays. It talks about challenges in regards to the action needing to be taken. Okay, Wands is about the action taken. 4 is about blocks and delays. So they're quite different than Rider-Waite-Smith. Okay, this is not the same as Rider-Waite-Smith when you're reading the Spanish or Marseille type decks. They're not the same. They read differently. The messages are quietly different. So we're looking at blocks here. The majors are similar, of course, but the minor arcana are not. In the sense of 8 is about partial success, so it's not complete. So it feels like something's not completed. An idea or a plan is not completed yet, which is why you've got this sense of being shy and withdrawn. The Page of Cups is someone who's sort of very shy and withdrawn, maybe not feeling very confident, even though they like to study, and you can be confident in them, but they're not very confident in themselves. Okay? So I feel like there's something blocking you at this time. It feels like there's an idea that needs to be completed first, and it could be in relation to this being shy and withdrawn and not speaking up about what's important. Okay, so let's look at the animals here. We've got talk about wishful thinking. Okay, and it talks about loyalty. So it's about what are you expecting? What do you actually want to bring into your life? Sorry, I just dropped some cards. I'm just going to pick them up. Right. So, and it's about being loyal to yourself as well. Being loyal to yourself in regards to the situation as well. And know that there are some small things that might be influencing you at this time. There might be some small things that are influencing you. And friendships are going to be really, really important during this time as well. Friendships are going to help you. Whew, got really, really hot all of a sudden. Whew, a lot of hot energy. I was quite cold before. I suddenly became really, really hot. So here we've got this sense of, this sense about wishful, what are you wanting for it to happen? What are you wanting? Don't forget to be loyal to yourself. There are some small influences that are happening at the moment that could be stopping what's going on. okay? And friendships are going to be really, really important to have that support that you need at this time as well. So I feel like there's something that's just blocking, it's just stopping what needs to come forward, and it could be to do with speaking up, could be to do with communication in some way. And I know this is a Page of Cups, but he's also someone who is very shy and withdrawn, so he's sort of not speaking out what he needs to speak to. When he's looking at, he likes to study, and when he studies, he gets really, really involved in that, and he's quite confident with his study and all that sort of stuff. But when it comes to speaking out, communicating, he's very shy and very withdrawn. And so this is just a card to remind us that there are times that we might need to speak up to say what we actually need, which is super important at this time. And that's why I feel like the friendship card's going to be really important to have that support that you actually need, Googly Tube. So that's your reading. Don't forget, if you've if you've got a reading from me, you can come back and have a look at the reading anytime as well, because it'll be on my channel for you to come back and have a listen to. Julia, is it Julia Paolucci? Julia Paolucci? Yes, you can have a question. Julia. I'm not sure if that's a G or a J. Okay, Julia Paolucci. Yep, you can have a question. Go ahead. Don't forget, if you've donated or anything, just let me know. Because your reading's going to be a little bit more in depth if you've donated. Oh, you're welcome, Googly Tube. Take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm using the Spanish Tarot, so it's quite different than Rider-Waite-Smith. The meanings are going to be quite different than the normal Rider-Waite-Smith type meanings that you're used to. Okay, with the Spanish Tarot, quite different. It's a different lineage, if you like, different meanings. It's just a different method, if you like, of reading the messages. So just waiting to see who else has a question for me. Just waiting to see who's next. I know there were some people that wanted another reading, so just waiting to see. Whew, that's warm. Just take a sip of tea. Oops. So yeah, the Spanish Tarot is very different than the Rider-Waite-Smith. So let's have a look-see here. I certainly need a larger one. I've only got the mini. I have got the Secrets Tarot. But when you read with these cards, very different. very tiny. When you look at it compared to this card here, wow, certainly very different. Okay. I just wanted to sort of show you Rider-Waite-Smith. I'm going to have to get a bigger Rider-Waite-Smith at some stage. I just don't ever use, I very rarely use my Rider-Waite-Smith decks. So, and they read so differently than the, of course. I mean, I can read Rider-Waite-Smith because I use a lot of Rider-Waite-Smith type decks, but just not the Rider-Waite-Smith imagery. You know what I mean? Let's see what message are they going to give us today. So I'm just going to close up. I've got about 10 minutes. I think I'm going to be very quickly going to go. So let's have a look. We've got the Knave of Pentacles. This one here is a youthful energy, studying lots, being quite confident within himself. Yes, Valentina. Yep, I'm not sure. So I thought somebody else was going to ask a reading, but they haven't come back. So yes, certainly ask something. Yep. I'm using the Spanish Tarot. Yep, definitely. Yeah, ask away. Ask away, Valentina. I'm not sure if anyone else is around, but yeah, definitely ask away. What's your question? Whew. I just need your question. I'm using the Spanish Tarot with the Echoes of Nature. Echoes of Nature by Tarot Oracle. He has got a couple of decks left. I'm not sure how many. I'm not sure how they'll be. Okay, so what's your question, Valentina? I'm just waiting to see what the question is. Okay, you just, hi Mila. Okay, you just broke up with your ex and you want to know what lies ahead for you. Okay. Whoa. Very major. Okay, very major Arcana cards here. Okay, so you've got a lot of stuff happening in your life. Starting with the Two of Cups. Now, Two of Cups in this one is about, there seems to be a chance for you to find a sense of balance within the relationship, okay? Valentina, it's going to be very important for you emotionally, okay? Emotionally, you have to find a way to become whole within yourself. Oh, thanks, Mila. Appreciate that. Okay, Valentina, it's important that you become like a sense of whole within oneself. You bring that yin and yang energy together, and that you allow yourself to make some choices. Okay, this is about choices that you're needing to make for you to move into a new relationship. Now, you have to I get a sense of needing some time to heal. Okay, you need a time to heal from the relationship, because you're going to find yourself going around and around in circles. I get a sense of like repeating old patterns. Okay, this is a sense of repeating old patterns here in regards to the wheel going up and down and being sort of torn about your destiny and your fate. You know, do you actually do something about it, or do you Oh, Two of Cups in this situation is quite, I'm not sure. Okay, this is just talking about your about you moving on. You're broken up with your ex, right? And so you've got to allow yourself to find whole within yourself. This is not about anyone else. This is about you. Okay, this is about you finding wholeness within yourself, allowing yourself to come in tune with your energy. Yep, you're really calm. Good, because that acknowledges that there then. Okay, that's acknowledging it. So you do have some choices about where you want to go with your relationship, but you need to be careful that you don't find yourself stuck in old patterns, that you're going around and round in circles. You know what I mean? That you understand you've got to allow, be careful of what you're sacrificing of yourself for happiness. Okay? Be careful of what you're sacrificing of yourself for happiness. Okay, I just feel one more coming in. And we've got the King of Spades. And the King of Spades is like, it's asking you to do some deep thinking, asking you to analyze the situation at this time, analyze where you are, what you've just come out of, and what do you actually want. It's asking you to sort of analyze the situation, because you need to be aware of making sure that you don't sacrifice yourself for repeated patterns. Okay, it's just reminding you, it's asking you those questions just to make sure that you feel that you're going into the right direction about where you want to be. Okay, so it's about finding a wholeness within oneself. It's like you've got this opposing energy within yourself. You might have felt like you were, hi Terry, just jumped on. Oh, thank you for sending some love. Appreciate it, Terry and Al. Okay, let's see what else, Valentina, from the Echoes of Nature. Let's see what the cards have got for you. Here we've got, we've got being sly, but I also get a sense of being being cunning or being clever in the way you take your, staying in your own, trying to stay reserved and not, oh, brilliant. So this is just all confirmation. They're just asking those questions to make sure that you are being, I'm also getting a sense of being careful about someone else trying to be a bit sly or a bit sneaky. Okay, again, you've got that sense of being loyal to yourself, and know that there are some influences. Oh my God, that's sort of like a lot of repeated cards here. Here we get surfing the waves. So I get a feel of you sort of moving ahead at your own pace, in the way you want to do. So know that there could be someone trying to be a bit sly or a bit sneaky. So just remember to stay loyal to yourself. Be careful how you're influenced by others as well. It could be influences around you as well. So making sure that you're surfing the waves, that you're moving ahead, you're having some fun. I get a sense of having some fun here, actually, in a sense of cleansing away the debris or the blocks that you're going. I think it just give yourself some time. Hi, Tarot Oracle. How are you? God, you're up early. Wow, you're super early. Super early. Yeah, so what I was saying was about you sort of cleansing away, taking care of yourself, Valentina. Awesome. So it's just confirmation. You're doing all the right stuff. It's asking you all the right questions. Getting you, yeah, you are. Wow. So yeah, just getting you into that space, Valentina, making sure that you're in the right space and you're moving along quite nicely. And don't be in a rush. It's like, take your time. Don't be in a rush. You'll be okay. So there you are. So you are super early, Tarot Oracle. What's the time for you? Yep, Miller, ask a question away. What time are you, Tarot Oracle? I know it's super early. Oh, you're welcome, Valentina. Take care. "5 a.m. Tarot Oracle." Oh my goodness gracious me. Here it's 10 p.m. 10 p.m. So Mila, am I the only girl GJ the Cancer wants? And is he talking to, or is he calling other? I feel like he might be. Oh, okay, Mila. Relationship. Talking to other girls too. What is happening with GJ and Mila? GJ and Mila. What does Mila need to know? Oops. GJ. Let's have a look. Yep, I saw your question. Thanks, Mila. Okay, so we've got the 8. Okay, 8 cups. Talks about partial success to the relationship, and here we've got success. Let's have a look. Attachments. Whoa, okay. And you've got 7, which is also about success. So we've got the sense of victory. So I feel like, yes, he's talking to you, and I feel like it's only partial, and I feel like there might be some other attachments to the situation. So you need to be very, very careful, and you need to find a way to, I want to say, have success with or have victory or success with the action you actually take, Mila. So I feel like you want to break free, but that's your choice. Whatever you choose to do is totally up to you. But I feel, when I'm looking at these cards and I see partial success, and I do see a sense of victory on some case, and yet the devil comes in, and I feel like it's chaining you to the situation. It's chaining you to the situation. So, and only you can break free if that's what you choose to do. It's totally up to you. I feel like there's some doubt creeping in, and it does talk about success with the action taken. So whatever action you decide to take, you will have success, Mila. So I feel like it's sort of partly emotionally, there is that partial success, and there is that sense of like things moving into having a sense of victory, but yet it keeps you chained. And I'm thinking, well, that's more about his victory. He feels like he's got you chained to the situation, but totally what you do with it is up to you. So let's have a look. I'm feeling like he's feeling very victorious at the moment, like he's feeling like he's successful. He's in a bad place right now. Okay. Friendship's going to be really important. So it might be about staying friends. Okay. Cleansing away the debris. I think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be cleansed away. And looking at the shadow aspects of the journey, look at the stuff that's going on around him and allowing that stuff to be cleared first before you can move ahead. I wouldn't be in any particular hurry. I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on first before you make those final decisions. Okay, so I think friendship's going to be quite important. Friendship, but ultimately what you do with it is clearing away the negative, clearing all the stuff away first before you make a final decision. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. Emotionally, I feel like there's a lot of stuff needed to be worked through first. But totally up to you. Okay, Jessie. Yeah, sure. So what time are you at work? What time do you start work, Tara Oracle? If you're still here. I don't know if you're still here. Mila, I wouldn't be in any particular hurry at this time. I think you got a lot of stuff to clear through first. Yep. No, don't. That's. Wish I just shuffled the cards. That's what the chaining you to the situation. Don't know what to do. Yeah, I'd be very careful about the money situation. Be very careful about. That's why I said about clearing away all the debris and all the stuff. Okay. Mila, really, I think you've got a lot of work to do to clear out before you can do that. Be very wary about the money situation. You need to make sure that you've got everything in place before that comes into play. Anyway, Jesse, your question. I mean, totally up to you what you do with it, but I feel like the devil card there and whatever else. I shuffled the cards now. Have to go back and have a listen to the Mila. Go back and have another listen to the reading because I think it'll explain it a bit better for you. I can't even remember what cards I had laid out. So Jesse, yep, last reading. Certainly, Jesse, ask away. I really should put in final reading, shouldn't I? Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, just go back and listen to the message, Mila. Listen to it, and then you might get a bit more of a clearer answer. Okay, so yeah, I know you want to make the right choice. Go back and re-listen. Have a look at the cards that I've laid out for you, and have a look. Okay, cool, Mila. Right, just waiting for Jesse's question, and then I will finish up. So. Okay, so I'm just waiting for any questions to finish up. Whew, it is warm. It gets so hot when I start doing the readings and that. A lot of energy coming through. So I'm not quite sure. Just waiting for Jesse's question. I'm not sure if Tara Oracle's still here or whether he's popped off because he's got to get ready for work. He's such a busy bee. He does his readings in about 13 and a half hours. In 13 and a half hours, he'll be doing his readings on his channel, Tarot Oracle. So don't forget to check it out. Don't forget to check out Tarot Oracle. So I'm just waiting for Jess's message. I'm not quite sure. Hi, Patsy. It's okay, Patsy. I'm just cruising. You're right. I was just waiting around to see. I think Jessie wanted an answer, but I haven't seen. She hasn't written up her message yet, so I'm not quite sure whether Jessie has come in. So I'm just waiting. So no, you're okay, Patsy. I'm just cruising with the Spanish Tarot. Knowing that the readings are quite different. They're not the same as Rider-Waite-Smith. The cards are not the same as Rider-Waite-Smith. And of course, I'm using my echoes, my echoes of nature. I'm good. I had some time off, Patsy, because I was quite unwell. I had I was paralyzed down one side a couple of years ago. And so every now and then, especially with the weather and stuff, I get very, very achy, and I sort of had a bit of burnout, really, I suppose, with doing so much. I got a bit achy and a bit sore where I can't focus. So I took a few days. I took 4 or 5 days off reading, and that sort of helped with the pain and such. Otherwise, I'm living on painkillers, which I don't like. So, and during that time, I have been reading Mindful Tarot, Holistic Tarot, of course, and been playing with my Spanish Tarot and looking through Predicting Your Future. It's a DK book that I used in the Marseille type. It's actually Spanish Tarot, but you can use it for Marseille type decks as well. And it's also got like the runes and the I Ching in the book as well. It's quite cool. So I'm okay now, thank goodness. So I'm not quite sure what happened to Jessie. So I thought she was here, so I'm not quite sure who's here and who's watching, who wants a reading. So, yeah. Not quite sure. I'm just waiting. And I'm waiting for my mini steampunk and my Gilded Tarot Royale. Then I'm waiting for my vintage Japanese and my 22 Major Arcana Maori or New Zealand Maori deck. Waiting for that to come in. And then I have Primordial Tarot coming in at the end of the, well, September, October. I hope. Oh, yeah. Oh, it just takes time, Patsy. This is permanent. I just got to, some days are good days and some days not so bad. Yeah, Patsy, go ahead. Ask a question. Go ahead. Ask a question. Whoa. Yep. Ask a question, Patsy. Okay, so we're just waiting for Patsy's question. What can I expect regarding your romance life soon? Okay. Romance, let's have a look. Okay. Okay, you've got the Page of Coins there. Oh, and you got the Lovers came out. Okay, so. And you got Temperance. And one more is the King of Cups. Okay, so I feel like this is a situation where you are taking some time to really get involved like it's this youthful energy that's coming in. It's like, yeah, I don't know what to well, you don't know what to expect in regards to the relationship, right? So here you've got the sense of choices to be made, a sense of trying to bring a sense of balance to a relationship in some way. There's also a sense of some passion. It's like you need a little bit of passion to come back into your life. Okay, you need a little bit of passion to come back into it. Seems to be a bit of boredom going on here, a little bit of boredom happening. And yet once I've got a kickstart and got into the mood, and then everything's all go. But it's like you're needing some passion to go into it. And this is talking in a sense of moderation, things being tempered down a little bit in some way. So maybe you feel things are a little bit tempered. And you've got this guy who's here, and he's sort of quite at peace with his emotions, and that it seems like he's not wearing his emotions on his sleeve, so to speak. He's not very outwardly emotional. He's caring and he's kind, but he doesn't really show it in some way for you. So I get a sense of like there's some sense of boredom, a sense of like being a bit not quite sure what to expect in the relationship. So you're waiting for a new beginning. Yeah, okay. So that's why you're that's roughly why you're feeling a bit bored. A bit sort of wanting that sort of a bit of passion, but you've got to remember to sort of temper it down a little bit. Don't think feels like someone's coming in, but you may find he doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. So you might feel like he's kind and he's caring, but he might not show his emotions very strongly. Okay, so let's see what else the cards have to say in regards to the relationship coming in for you. So we've got five of swords here. Now the 5 of swords is a sense of success, a victory in regards to, it's like you're ready. Okay, so you're ready for that relationship to come in, and you're looking for the truth of the situation. So you need to look at the facts of the relationship as well. The facts of who you actually want in your life is super important. And you've got the 6 here, so 6 of swords. So you've got that sense of it might not be what you expect mentally. You're a bit bored. Yeah, okay, you are a bit bored. Okay, that makes sense then. So you're wanting a little bit of passion in your life, right? You're wanting that choice. You've got some choices to make, and how you're going to bring that in. Knowing that you sort of got to temper things down. You can't rush it. Bring it down, so move through it slowly. But there's definitely someone coming into your life. He may be a watery sign as well. So he may be so he could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So he's in that watery sign, but you might find he doesn't wear his emotions very well on his sleeve. In other words, he's kind and he's caring, but he doesn't show how he's actually feeling. Okay, so that might be a little bit hard for you to see how he's actually feeling, but it feels like there's a victory. Okay, it feels like there's a victory to the idea of someone coming into your life. Okay, so you've got the sense of the truth. So you need to look at the facts of the situation, facts of what's actually happening around you, about bringing that person into your life, and how you have a sense of it might not happen the way you perceive it to happen. So it could happen quite differently. Okay, but I feel like there's someone definitely coming in. Could be a watery sign. I can see him as a bit of a mature energy coming in. Someone who doesn't wear their emotions very easily on their sleeve, because they're at peace with their emotions. They're at peace with it, and they don't have the need to be all flowery or all fluffy or anything like that. Quite practical in the way he deals with his emotions and things. So I feel like there's definitely someone coming in for you. So here we got taking a break. So yes, you have been taking a break. Wisdom. So it's like you've gained the wisdom about what you need. Okay. And this is an opportunity coming. So you've got the opportunity coming. Okay. The opportunity is coming for the person to come into your life, and it will be beautiful. It is about seeing the beauty of the situation. So I feel like things are moving forward in the way you want, but it's all about the choices, making sure it's in moderation, making sure you're not being too extreme about what's going on. Maybe you're blending a little bit of this, blending a little bit of that about what you want. You know, you're tweaking the ideal partner. So you want someone maybe who's caring and kind, but not too clingy. And you'll find this about this person. He's not too clingy to you at all. He's not too clingy. He's quite at peace with his emotions, quite at peace with the way he acts and with what he does. And he's not out there to try and impress. He's just there to be part of the journey. So it definitely feels like there's victory. So it feels like, yes, it's happening, but there's still a long way to go with the journey. There's still things. So make sure that you're aware of the truth, of you nurturing the truth of the relationship, you know, making sure there's honesty, it's integrity, which is super important. Hi, Lily. And there is a sense of things might not work out exactly the way you expect it to, but there is success with it. Okay. So it might not be the way you perceive it to happen, but there will be success. Knowing that you've taken a break, you've gained some wisdom about what you actually want, the big opportunity's on its way, and it's going to create a situation that's full of beauty. Okay? So hopefully that'll help you, Patsy. So there you are. So hopefully that'll help, Patsy. Go back and have a listen to the video when you get a chance. If there's something you've missed or it's buffered or whatever it's happened, yeah, if you need to. Oh, that helped? Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah, working with the Spanish Tarot. Hi, Moonbeam. How are you? The meanings are completely different than Rider-Waite-Smith, so I've totally had to switch the way I learn the tarot. So Spanish Tarot has been quite a challenge over the last 10 days or so just to switch it. I mean, I had a basic knowledge, but it was good. Okay, Lily, can I please? Okay, I really was going to finish up, but I'll do these last two. I'll do Lily's and I'll do Moonbeam. Okay, Lily first. Can I please know, what does the universe want me to know now? What does the universe need you to know, Lily? Let's have a look. Okay, we've got the world. We've got to talk about your achievements, Lily. What have you achieved so far? What have you achieved in your journey? Here you've got the Knight of Swords. So you've got this messenger coming, and he's sort of saying, hey, look, don't rush ahead. Time to slow down. Bring this card's back up a little bit. I just forgot that I had that banner there. Okay, so you got the sense of achievement. What have you achieved so far? Don't be rushing ahead. Okay, don't be rushing ahead. Slow down, take a moment, take a breath, and work out your plans and ideas about where you want to be. Because you've got the Seven of Swords here, and this is about success. Success in your ideas and the way you communicate. Okay. You'll be surprised at what you've achieved, Lily. Look at your acknowledge. You need to acknowledge. This is what the universe is telling you. You need to acknowledge what you've. I'm not just talking about at home. I'm talking about in your life. Okay, I'm talking about in your life. Acknowledging what you've achieved in your life and allowing you to take a breath, slow down, and make some plans about what you want to have success. You start learning the guitar. Right. So maybe it's about acknowledging what you've learned so far with the guitar. Look at what you've achieved in maybe a fairly short time with it. Don't be rushing ahead with the guitar. Take your time, take it, and you will find success. Okay? And it will give you other opportunities to maybe, I feel like this is going to give you opportunities to learn something else. It's going to give you other opportunities. But don't be rushing ahead with it. Take your time, enjoy the process. This is reminding you to enjoy, to look at what you've achieved with learning the guitar then. What have you achieved with learning the guitar? Don't be rushing ahead. Take your time and you will gain success. And with gaining success, you're going to have other opportunities. Okay, you are going to have other opportunities. So let's have a look at the look at 2 cards that flew out. You started manifesting too. Cool. Okay, here you've got to do is about casting a long shadow. So you're looking at what you're in the long term. What are you hoping for in the long term? And this is talking about sort of blending in. It's like you're hiding away. Oh, you're welcome, Patsy. Take care. So here you've got this journey that's is casting some long shadows. It's a sense of looking at the other aspects of your life. And what are you doing to blend in? It's like you need to be careful about not hiding so much. It's like bring yourself out, not be jumping to conclusions about things as well. Things like you're quite harsh on yourself. You need to be a little bit more gentler. You want to become a singer. So it takes time, it takes practice. So hang on. So keep going. Don't jump to any conclusions. Take a breath. Again, you got that. Take a breath. Don't rush in, and just keep plodding along. Just keep doing it, and you will achieve the results that you want. Okay, Lily, you will achieve it, but this is going to take some time to get out there and not hide and be out there. But don't. And when I say don't jump to conclusions, it's sort of like don't rush ahead. Don't be harsh on yourself. Be a little bit more gentle. And allow yourself the sense of hanging in there. Keep going. You're going to achieve what you need to achieve, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some practice. It's going to be some hard work, making sure you've got the voice, and being realistic about your voice, things that you need to do in your life for you to achieve your goal. Okay, Lily, take care. Moonbeam, and then I have finished. Okay, Moonbeam, how does my Scorpio man feel for me at the time, at the moment? Okay, here we've got the 6 of Swords. So it's like you've got this idea in your head, and it's not as it seems. Okay, and here you've got the sense of success in regards to the actions taken. So be careful about the way you perceive the situation. Okay, so be careful about the way you perceive the situation, because it does feel very successful. It does feel like things are moving in the right direction. But just be very careful about your perceptions, because your perceptions can change the situation. Okay? Here you've got a slow and steady progress. It's not something that needs to be rushed. It's about enjoying the journey, enjoying the adventure along the way. Okay. And you've got 9 of discs here. So this is about things being, I want to say, in alignment in the way that you attain what you need physically. Okay, so you need to make sure that you are focused in making sure everything is as you need it to be within yourself, that you feel that you're in alignment, that you physically, your health, everything around you, your wealth is coming into the path as you need it to be, if you know what I mean. You need to make sure that it's slow and steady progress and you're bringing what you want into your life, so you feel like you're in alignment, that everything is sort of, you're in attainment, that everything's coming into the right place in the way you want it. So here you've got the 2 of Cups. So I feel like it's about a sense of bringing everything into a sense of wholeness. It's like you're merging the 2 energies together, which is really important, so that they become balanced. Okay, so the energy, so the 2 opposing energies, the yin and the yang, if you like, that they're actually coming together to bring it in a sense of balance. Okay, super important. And here you've got this 10, so it talks about a conclusion. So it feels like your actions taken is bringing everything into conclusion. Okay, it's like it's bringing, again, I get that sense of bringing everything into a sense of completeness as well. So okay, that just flew out. We've got wisdom gained from your own experiences. Okay, so look at your knowledge that you've gained, and it does talk about a big opportunity coming. Okay, so it does talk about opportunities within the relationship, whether that means that things are moving into a new direction, new things are happening, and it's like you're waiting for something. Okay, you're waiting for someone to take action. So are you waiting for him to take action, to do something? You're waiting for that. And it's just about being patient. Don't be in a hurry. It's a slow and steady progress. Okay, there might be some things that you can actually do. Talked about taking action. The next card was taking action. So there might be some things that you can do to show how you feel without being OTT about it, but just being able to sort of, a nice, I don't know where you are or what's happening, but something that you could do, something small to just say, this is how I feel, this is what's going on, etc. So anyway, that's for you, Moonbeam. Hope that's helped and given you some clarity about the situation. Don't forget, tarot is just a guidance. It's a guideline. What you do with it is totally up to you. The cards I've used the Spanish tarot, very different than the Rider-Waite-Smith in regards to the meanings. So if you think, oh my God, that doesn't mean that, it is the Spanish tarot. It's very different than Rider-Waite-Smith meanings. Okay, so the meanings are slightly different with the numerology and the suits, of course. So that's it. Love and light. Love and light to you too, Moonbeam. Hopefully that's given you some guidance and it's allowed you to move in the direction that you actually need to. I am going to have to call it quits because I do find I get very, very tired and very sore and achy with regards to sitting here for too long. With my right side, my arm starts to get very achy. So with being paralyzed down that one side, it does get very, very achy indeed. But other than that, I am good and I have enjoyed. Don't forget, if you want to if you want a private reading with me for a bit more in depth, there is a link down below to my blog, which will give you details, or you can DM me on Instagram or Twitter. You can also check out Unseen Alley if you want a private reading with me as well. You can also check out Make Playing Cards to see the deck the Tarot Oracle Loteria Lenormand decks that I've actually created as well on Make Playing Cards, some posts every now and then with what's going on, and you'll see if you check out my videos, you'll see my VRs I've done, you'll see lots of little knowledge bits and pieces, books that I've worked with, decks, you'll see all my unboxings, and I'll have a lot more unboxings coming up in the next few months with a lot more decks. So you'll see some of my TDM class or TDM videos, Tarot de Marseille type, with a few different meanings and things like that, working with the cards. You'll see I worked with the Santa Muerte. You'll see my decks, etc. So if that's it, I'm going to say good night, bless you, and thank you for being with me. Oh, thanks, Patsy. Yeah, I have good days and bad days, and hopefully tomorrow will be another good day. So fingers crossed. So yeah, hope that's given you some insight into what's going on. I've used up my 20 hours this month. I've got another 10 days before I can start again with StreamYard. So if I come online again, it'll have to be through OBS or Streamlabs or something like that. I'll have to try something else to come online with. So I'm going to miss my StreamYard until another 10 days down the track. So anyway, take care and blessed be. Thank you, Patsy. Appreciate that. It's 10:36, so I've been on for an hour and a half. So I really should stand up and sign off. So I'm not quite sure who's still here because the numbers are so fluctuate. You never know quite what's going on, of course. So I'm going to take care and blessed be, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know. I will do a pre-schedule. I'll do a schedule if I'm going to be on tomorrow. Okay, take care, blessed be. Don't forget to check out my links, channels. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when my next video will be available. Take care, blessed be.